Alright, welcome to the second video in the How to Play 1438 series. In this video we are going to be going over mas6 items. You'll notice that we skipped 1 through 5 any percent, which is the first thing you do in this route. Those items are not particularly interesting. However, there is one thing that we should mention, which is on Megastar 2. Megastar 2 has one of the random ring spawns, so I will just show you where that is really quick. If you go up on the table, and then you head over here, you'll see there's a ring in this box, so you should be getting this ring on your first Megastar 2 playthrough, just to maximize the amount of rings you get. You need to be, I think, 7 centimeters, 3 millimeters for that, so just go and get that at that point. But yeah, after you play through 1 through 5 any percent, we will get to Megastar 6 items, which is the first item route you'll be doing. So I'm just gonna play through the level and go over everything that you need to get. So at the start of the level, we're just going to be doing the same as the any percent route. So I'm just going to be playing through that real quick until we get to the part where we need to get items. I haven't played in forever, by the way, so I'm pretty bad right now. But don't worry about that. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is you want to make sure that you get all of these plants. Normally you'll be doing this anyway, so it won't be something you really have to worry about, but you do want to get all of those. Now when you go this way, you want to make sure you pick up the Morning Glory. You'll see that I got it right there. There's another one on the other side. I'll go and show that real quick. It's just that pot right there with the plant in it. So make sure you get one of those. And then when we head down here, you're going to want to get all of the numbers on the clock, specifically the 9 and the 12. It doesn't matter as much if you don't get the 3 and the 6, but you do want the 9 and the 12. It's a good idea to get the dog with fleas here as well, although I don't think that is strictly necessary, and also the teddy bear. There are other locations where you can get those, but it's pretty free to get them here, so you might as well, I think. And then you just finish up the park with the any percent route. And now when you leave the park, instead of going the normal way, you're going to head over to the beach. Get these takoyaki signs as you go through, and then get these footballs. You only need one football technically, but it's probably a good idea to get at least a couple. Then you want to get this step that's in the water. This is the 7th step, and this is the first of the 10 steps that we need. So grab that, and then you're going to want to head up this way. The boat happens to be in the way, so I'm going to wait for it. And we're going to head into the town now. The first thing we need in the town is this no parking sign here. It's just this sign. Pick that up. While you're here, you can get the doghouse, which is right in there, or you can get it on the way back later, either way. Make sure you grab one of these pylons. Do we still need pylon here? I can't remember, actually. Can't hurt, right? And then you want to get some stuff here just so you're about 250, I think. Oh, recycling bin we should get. So that's one other thing that we're going to want to get here probably is the recycling bin. You'll see I got it on that wall right there. If you don't get it there, you can also get it in Gemini, so it doesn't really matter, but... Okay, so now we want to get this school sign here. This one is kind of annoying, so you want to be kind of big for it, but you basically just want to roll up this wall here until you pick it up. There, we got it. And now we're going to head over here into the school. So what we want here is the guy in the yellow shirt and the guy in the white shirt. The yellow shirt guy is Shy Guy, and the white shirt is the Invisible Man. Normally you'll probably be a little bit smaller here, so you'll knock them to the side instead of just instantly picking them up. So just make sure they don't run away. Now we want to get the burglar, who again you're going to knock him, so you just want to make sure you grab him. If you didn't get the doghouse earlier, you can get it right now. One helpful tip I'm going to go over real quick, which you'll probably know if you've played any percent, but you might not, is if you do a boost input but don't go all the way until a boost, you'll do a spin. And a spin can be very helpful for picking up objects in hard to reach places. Like if we want to pick up this, we can spin into it. We probably didn't need to for that, but essentially when you spin, it just treats your ball as a sphere, so it doesn't do collision checks for all of the stuff sticking out. And that makes it easier to get into like little tighter spaces, so that's a very useful trick that you will probably be using a lot in this run. While we're here, we want to get a pine decoration, and we want to get the Pogo Boy. It's over here this time. And then if you're smaller than 3 meters, you're going to want to get these bushes. Since we're already 3 meters here, we won't bother. And then you get these drain boards right here. You need to get one of those. Next up, I already picked one up there, but you're going to go through the forest and get a firewood, which is just one of those little bundles of wood. Picked another one up there. And then we want to get all 3 of these people who are running around in front of the park. So there's the mama, there's the Green X, the masked wrestler, and the fat businessman. So just get all of them. And if you're smaller, you'll probably knock the wrestler and the fat businessman, so just make sure you pick them up. Here we want to get the fruit cartons, which I can't go down anymore, but fruit cartons are on the right here. Again, this is a place where you're probably going to have to spin to pick them up. You can probably get one without spinning, but yeah, just make sure you get one of those. Right here we want to get this well pump right there in the middle of the balloons. Grab that, and then we need this basket that this guy is sitting in, so go ahead and pick that up. And next up we need this guy riding on the panda. Grab him. Now the last thing we need to do here is we need to get... you probably don't need the candy store sign because you get that in 9. But what we do need is the balloon shop sign. There's one on each side, you can just pick that up. You can get the hour/minute hand here. If you don't get it here, there's another level where you can get it, but you can just get it here. You need to get a butcher sign, I believe. Yeah, butcher sign. There are like 3 of them. You can get any of them. The snowman, if you didn't get him, which we already did. He's, if you didn't see him, he's riding that little red car around in the circle. And then the last thing we need is this green tiller over here. So spin into there. If you're not big enough for the tiller, you want to get big enough for the flower beds, and then pick up a few flower beds, and then once you do that, you'll be big enough for the tiller. I'll check what the size of that actually is real quick. It is 3 meters, 69 centimeters, 8 millimeters. But yeah, that's the last thing we need on this level in the item route. So let me just make sure I didn't forget anything. Yeah, I believe that is it. So once you've finished with that, the goal size on this level is 3 meters, which we've already passed, so we can just go ahead and quit the level. And on this screen, this is something that's a little bit different from any percent, so I think it's worth mentioning. If you've already completed the level once, which you won't have on the first 6 playthrough, but on subsequent playthroughs of levels, it will give you this prompt to create a star or create stardust. So instead of just mashing X here, you have to press left or right to select one of these options. It doesn't actually matter which one you select. The objects you picked up will be saved in your collection regardless. Now, the one other thing I want to do here is so that we don't have to make a separate video. Do I want to do it that way? I think I do. I believe we can just leave the park, actually. So I just want to show the location of the cousin on this level, so I don't have to make like a separate video for the cousins in each of these levels. And in this level, it is going to be up here by these guys. There he is, Nickel. He's going to be walking back and forth. He could be like pretty much anywhere on this platform. I'm not big enough to pick him up right now, but yeah, you're going to want to do any percent until you leave the park, and at that point you'll be big enough to get him, so then you can just come over here and pick him up, and then kind of get back on the any percent track. Yeah, but that is it for the Megastar 6 item route. So in the next video we will be doing Megastar 7 items, so come back and check that one out when it's available. And until then, I will see you guys next time.